let's finish off this bread. So first thing we want to do is we're going to take our cutting board and put some flour on it so that nothing sticks. Next thing we want to do is we want to take our dough out of the bread maker, dump it onto our floured surface. Some people call this punching, where you take it and you punch it out. I don't call it that. A lot of people get into like kneading and doughing and stuff like that. I just squeeze it and roll it in my hand. I get to the point where I just kind of clean off the tray with the flour to get it all off. So this is my way of kneading my dough. Nothing major to it, just going back and forth. People make it seem like it's all difficult online. Then I take it and I do this. Just kind of roll it into itself. Now I roll it into itself. There's the ball. Ta-da! Got my bread sheets, my baking sheets with parchment paper on it. This is a half a cup. I use a half a cup measuring cup when I'm making rolls for hamburgers or hot dogs. But if I'm making dinner rolls, little round rolls, I use a quarter of a cup. So all you do is you take the measuring cup, you take your loaf, you kind of squeeze it and cut it off. Squeezing it and cuts it off makes the exact same size rolls for each one. Squeeze it, kind of cut it off, squeeze it, cut it off, squeeze it. You just want to fill up the cup, cut it off. So once you get all of your rolls into the measuring cup, about all the same size, I'll show you how you make them into pretty looking buns. Look at that. Last one fits perfect. Kind of pack it in there, give me a smooth surface to work with. So what I do is to make my hamburger buns, I take it, I hold it, I take my other hand, it's like Siegfried and Roy, and I take my hand, I cup it around it, and I just force it through my hand. And then forcing it through my hand, and it comes up through my hand, it makes a smooth little ball. Ta-da! Take this one, hold it in my hand, force it in between my fingers. Once it comes out through the other side of my fingers, it's a perfect little ball. And all I'm doing is just forcing it through my fingers. Same thing. This one I'm gonna do a little bit looser. Just get it through the fingers.
I hate to ask this, but for the fans,
Yeah.
can you please work on your magician's grip to hide it a little bit more? There we go. There we go.
Siegfried and Roy before he got ate by the tiger. So now, let's do it from this side. Take it. And all I'm doing is just pushing it in between my fingers. And that's what it comes out on the other side. I know it seems like it's complicated. Do whatever you got to do to be able to make it into a little ball. Let's say, for instance, that you decide that you want to make them. And when you want to make them, you don't want to go through all that. Just take it, hold it in your hand. Pretend like it's Play-Doh from back in the day. Make it into a ball. It's not as smooth as those, but it's still a ball. That's all that you want. Once you make them into a ball, sit on the paper. After you do that, you take the whole thing, and then you just put it in a dark, warm place, which is the oven. And I'm just gonna sit it in here and give it the chance to rise. And what's gonna happen is those are gonna double in size. It'll take about an hour to 2 hours, and then they're gonna double in size. Once they double in size, you're gonna take an egg wash, which is just 1 egg, splash of milk. You mix that all up. You take a brush, you brush it on there. Once you brush it on there, you take it and you bake it at 350 for 10 minutes. Done. Beautiful golden hamburger buns. If you want hot dog buns, you just take them and roll them out to the exact same size of the hot dog, because once they rise, they'll rise to twice the size of the hot dog bun. So you make the same size as the wiener or the sausage. Then once you let it rise, it'll rise to double the size. So once you cut it, you put the hamburger bun or the hot dog bun in, the hot dog or the sausage inside, it'll be the perfect size. That's it.